Welcome, beautiful people, to another delicious episode of
Something Light.
And why is it delicious? We're talking about food and money.
Yeah.
This is an interesting episode because, okay, so you already know from the topic that we're talking about if friends will be splitting bills at the dinner table or everyone pay for what you ordered. So I saw this video. Do you know this comedian Ehis? I think that's his name. And it was like an American Good Morning show.
Yeah.
And they were talking about splitting bills, and the guy did his eyes like this.
He was like,
so someone now said, I don't remember the exact word. It wasn't shining your eyeballs. The person said something your eyeballs this early in the morning is wild to me. But the particular word which made it very funny, I have forgotten at the moment. Yeah. But it was very funny because that was what made us decide to talk about this topic. That and it seems this is not the first time I'm seeing this.
Yes.
It seems to
every
be
now and then it will go around.
Like, okay, when we go out for dinner, lunch, whatever, breakfast, do we split the bill, or everyone pays for what they ordered? I think from our experience, we split. Actually, we do both.
We do, but usually we split.
So if we're going for dinner, everybody just pays. Like all of the coupled people, they say, me and my wife, me and my this, me and my this.
Yeah.
And
So I think what determines that is how the restaurant does the thing.
The tip thing.
How they do it depends on the kind of restaurant we go to.
Mm-hmm.
So if we go to the kind of restaurant where like the waiter would want to give you like
individual
bill, I don't know.
No, they usually ask, how is the bill?
Right.
Should I put it all on one bill? Or they usually ask, and what we do in our friend group is everyone pays for what they ordered. Right?
Yeah.
Except
we also split when we do like
exactly. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah. So if we had like a general, what's that thing called now? Something for the whole table. Maybe chips, not chips.
Appetizer, all those shareables. Like they call them shareables. Yeah.
So then obviously we know that they split that amongst everyone. But sometimes when we go for trips,
yes, we just
because some people are in the car chilling. Everybody's everywhere, right? Yeah. So what we just do is put everything together. When we're done, when we're back from our trip, we just add everything
and divide it by number of people that went on the trip.
And that works for us because most times when we do that, the last time when we went to Calgary, we actually started out combining everything, but it got to a point where people were now ordering, wanted to eat Nigerian food. People were like, okay, I want this, I want that.
And people were buying food for like 4 days
exactly
on one day.
So at that point, it would be unfair to say, we're still
split so
equally.
For that one, we had to do.
Yeah. If earlier that day we had gone to grab like breakfast before we went
and
to
we were splitting,
and we split the bill. So I think there are certain situations where it makes sense to split and where it doesn't make sense, where someone is just, and courtesy also demands really, right? If you already know that in this group we split bills, don't go buying over budget.
Like everyone is buying something
within the same range, like 20 to 25 bucks,
and then you buy something 150, like decide to buy one bottle of wine.
Since you know that we will split it. Or if you want to splurge on yourself, you tell them and say, but this particular thing, add it to, I will pay for it separately. It's just courtesy. I don't even get the outrage on social media. There's no hard and fast rule.
So I think the problem is just that people sometimes are just not considerate. I feel like that's where the issue comes from. That's why sometimes there's a problem, because really it shouldn't be a problem. Like, it shouldn't even be like a topic. But it becomes a problem when someone is trying to take advantage of the fact that people are splitting bill or people are doing their own thing. So I think where it becomes a problem is when you know that, oh, we're going to split, and then you're not being considerate, or like, whatever, this is what I eat when I go out, so I'm going to eat the same thing. I'm not going to care, because I feel like that's when it becomes a problem. For example, I always eat like every time I eat out, I eat with a bottle of wine. There are people that do that. It's like if they go to any Italian restaurant, they always buy wine. Okay. Any time of the day, they always buy wine. But okay, now today I'm going out with my friends, and I know that we split. We'll just divide it across board, and everyone is asking for water or just soda, and then I ask for wine, I get lobster and all of that. It starts making some other people feel like, okay, but why? Like when you look at the receipt, you look at the bill, and you're like, okay, why am I paying $50 at the end of the day because someone decided to be bougie?
Go large.
Yeah, like, why am I doing that? So I think it's just, like you said, it's just common sense. It's just etiquette. When you're going out to eat with friends, just, like, do what you would do normally. Like, what you would do in that, just observe what's going on and just keep it around that ballpark. And if you want to go all out, wait for date night or take yourself out. If you like.
Or if you must have it on the spot, again, say I will pay for this.
Eat caviar. Eat anything you want to do, right? So there are also some, I get what you're saying about, put it separate. I think sometimes if you also read the room, use emotional intelligence and all of that, there are times that might not be appropriate. Which is another reason why I feel like this topic comes up. Because people are going, well, I don't want to split because I want to eat whatever I want when I'm out. But there are friends there that are probably earning a lot less than you. Exactly. You don't exactly want to... You can afford it, yes. You don't want to do too much. It's just... There's just like this balance. It's being kind. It's being considerate. It's being thoughtful. Like... maybe you have a friend that is out of a job, or you have a friend that you know very well that this person is like struggling a little bit. You want to hang out. You don't want to just be like, I'm not going to split. And the reason you don't want to split is you know that they're going to spend $20, but you want to spend $200.
At that point, the wise thing to even do is even offer to pay.
So
let's assume you're going for coffee, like maybe just a 2-person date, right? Or 2-person hangout or whatever. At that point, or even if you decide to take the whole bill, but like let them know that, hey, like it's on me. Do you get? At that point, and I'm not saying that there are situations where you still will not read the room, but I just, as you were saying that, like maybe you were going out with a friend who is out of work, I think one of the considerate things to do at that point will also be offering to pay for the person's lunch. It could be, I don't know if the person has eaten in a while, or had a nice, takeout, or not eat takeout, like dine out in a while, right? So I think that may be a wise thing to do.
Yes. Yeah. I agree. And so here is now people also need to do that with caution. Because here's now the problem. If you're offering to pay, sometimes people get used to that.
Oh yes.
There is the people taking advantage of it part. There is also the people, and they're not trying to take advantage of it, but they just get used to Seyitan will always pay. And then you now start feeling a type of way, like, okay, everyone has just made it my job to want to do this, and then you start trying to pull back from, you don't want to go eat out because you're trying to avoid it. So, and I feel like it's things like that that lead to all this kind of outrage once in a while. The stories I would just, everybody say, yeah, split bill, don't split bill, oh, do it like this. Like, one friend that seems to always bear the burden, in quotes, starts feeling they're taking advantage of me, no one appreciates me, they are not treating me differently, even though I'm the one paying for everything. So you just have to, you know, like I said, it's just, I feel like it's just an emotional intelligence thing. Because there are times even that emotional intelligence is allowing your friend that is even out of a job to pay for their meal themselves.
Yeah.
Because you want them to actually feel empowered.
You don't want to patronize them.
Exactly. Like, yeah, I'll pay. So sometimes there are times where I'll pay for you is the wrong thing to do. Yeah. Like, that's not what that person needs. Yeah, my life is just miserable. Now I can't pay for a meal. I can't pay for coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Right? So there are times that the right thing to do is allowing them pay at that time.
100%.
But, you know, not now doing too much. So that you, by the time you split, you're finding, well, you're not eating with them every day, right? Next time you want to eat, if you like, go and eat oyster, caviar, buy the most expensive bottle of wine, whatever.
But what do you think, I mean, should there be an ideal?
No, I don't think.
Or whatever works for any friendship.
Yeah, I just feel like it's whatever works.
I find it so awkward. And it's just me. Whenever everybody we're eating, we're filled up, and they come, so how are we doing the bill? However the waiter says. And there's always like, sometimes it's like looking around like, yeah, separate bill. What that says separate bill, or you know, oh, put in one bill. There's that, you know, especially if you haven't maybe gone out with this group of
yes when it's the first time. Yeah,
are we going Dutch or are we splitting the bill? Like, what is this? What are we doing?
Yeah, so I think there's that part of you're not really sure. Maybe that would be the
but for me, at the back of my mind, I just think the ideal thing, like what sounds like a no-brainer, is you pay for what you eat.
Yes, and I feel like it, especially if you're eating out in a restaurant, I feel like that probably saves a lot of drama. Like, it will save you a lot of unnecessary drama. Like, just pay for whatever you.
Simple.
Yeah. So I think I've been in situations where, maybe uni or somewhere. I think I've been in a situation where we were splitting. No, not splitting, like each person paying for themselves, and I had to I transferred money to a friend I knew did not have, so that they'll be able to pay with their own card. Like, I didn't want to, I knew that the person did not have. I didn't want to say, oh, I'm paying for myself and this person, so I just did transfer.
Why did the person come out to eat? The person did not have like money at all.
Maybe it was unplanned or so. I can't even remember. Like,
because there's that some people can also
and I don't even know if the person was broke or there was just like something that happened. You know, those kind of situation. Oh yeah, you borrowed someone money and
whatever the situation was,
the person has not paid back. You cannot ask for money from home, because I know, I can remember.
There was something around.
Can't remember the person, but there was someone I had to do like a quick transfer because it was going to be awkward.
You would just be praying that Nigerian network.
It was going to be awkward. Like, the person was already fidgeting, but I don't think there's a right or wrong way. But each person paying, like, eat whatever you want to eat and pay for whatever you eat. I feel like it's just the safest option. But you should also, if you have friends, I feel like you should also trust them enough to, be sensible, in that if you're in a situation where you just have to buy everything in bulk, splitting the bill shouldn't be a problem. Like, so it shouldn't be something you start feeling like, but I do not really, because some people are that funny, like even if it's ordinary grocery this thing, they'll start thinking, but I only ate 2 apples, I only ate this thing, why am I so, like, it's
so I'm thinking of, so you know how as students you can just be broke, but you also want to eat out, you now go and just order only from the appetizer, because say on the appetizer menu, because say this is what I can afford, though,
because
right?
the main meal they joke.
The main meal, please say I 20 something burks, and you are like, oh my god, I only have let me just order one small appetizer and I'm good to go. At that point, someone orders a big meal, someone does appetizer and does main and then does dessert. You're like, if we are splitting, and it's not be for me, I finished.
So,
and we may not even be guys like that. Just all these people be like, oh, you know what? Let's catch up. Let's go to this restaurant.
I don't think it's fair to enforce splitting.
So at that point, if that person who ate the bigger meal was like, oh, let's split, and you could not afford it,
I think you ordered
what would you say? I think it's so embarrassing in front of the waiter, though.
Do you always stay now?
It's at that point they'll ask you, how are you doing the bill? And then if the person says, oh, we're splitting.
So if
yeah. Do you get? You see, oh, we're splitting.
But there are people that actually they've had to pay more than they planned.
Oh yes.
So there are also some group of friends that do. You pay today.
Oh, okay.
We pay next time. We pay next time. It's your turn today.
Yeah.
That one is also crazy because sometimes, especially those that go out to drink, there are days that the boys are just like having a lot of fun. They're in a good mood and they're just drinking. God help you, and that's your own day.
We forgot. No, it was you who paid that. No, it was me. No, it was you. No, it was me. I'm like,
so guys, I think I've watched that in movies where someone had to pay
for everybody except drinking.
Meanwhile, they actually don't have the money, but they had to just say, "Oh yeah, I got it." So
that's why they go to the store. I have this money. See, because we'll go. Okay, sure. Okay,
but money they pass money. So even when you think you have
money, not reduce. Like, how much will you eat? Will you eat $200 in one sitting?
Yeah, why not?
Except we're going for like fine dining.
Yes, no.
Wait, if it's fine dining, it's different. You budget, more.
But you might not budget to pay for other people.
No, why would I pay for other people now?
If that's what I'm saying now, there are some group of friends that's what they do. You get this, they have like regular we're eating out.
And if that's the case, on the fine dining day, everybody could pay your individual thing. Because if we are going to regular mosques and Easter Marios where we are not spending too much, why and I pay, and maybe everyone's total bill is like $200. Why will you not go take me to fine dining and I'm paying like $600 for everybody? Like, it's not fair. Do you get my point? If this person is paying $200, the next maybe the last one we had was even coffee. We went and had bagels and coffee, and one person paid $50.
It becomes unfair.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said at the beginning,
but some people don't mind.
I feel like the key is just know what works for your friend group. That's the right way to say it, and also like be considerate. Just
I have money. That's the most important thing.
Like Seyitan said, have money so
have
that
money, man. They embarrass you. Man, when they ask for the bill, I mean, then when you are asking for the bill, so you not be shaking like, hey, or when people are even eating on the table, you're just like,
you are counting, you are adding up the.
You know when someone says, I'm gonna have steak and mushroom and this, and you quickly pick the menu to see
how much?
$30. Embarrassment.
Oh my goodness.
So, and I'm not saying I've done this before. It is very specific. But I've definitely had those I don't know, have I had no, I don't think I've even been in a situation where we're all splitting. Maybe I've just wondered how the bill is gonna go. But I've definitely been in a situation where I don't know how it's going to go, but I know that I have enough money to cover it. Even if I would drink Gary for like the next couple of months. Me, I shall know how to cover my bum outside. So
keep up the appearance, and then when you get home, you're like,
this is well.
What have I done?
Yeah, you know, we survive because there are times in myself I've bought and done things outside. Then I'll not be like, oh my YOLO, man. You only live once, so yeah.
I think we should also touch on we've talked about the friendship one. I think we should also talk about the one that comes up every now and then too, about on a date.
Oh yeah.
Who pays?
And this is like a whole topic because it's so really bro.
I mean, we're talking about
bills, so we could try and So hey, is this a first date?
Whatever dates.
So
does it matter?
The reason,
tell us what you think.
The reason is, if I think it makes sense that whoever is initiating the date, calling for the date, foots the bill. But I also think it's cautious for the other person to be like, no, let me chip in something, and then the other person will be like, oh no, you know what, again, it's all manners, right?
Just basic.
Both of you should be well mannered to fulfill your parts, and you know the inviter's part would be, oh, I'm gonna pay since I brought you out. You know, I said I wanted to take you out.
Yeah.
The other person's zone is to be cautious. I'm like, oh, I don't mind paying half or whatever percent that I can afford, right? Yeah. If it's a first date, the guy is trying to impress the girl, or if it's the girl who wants to impress the guy, I think the same thing still goes, because there's just a feeling of, oh, you know. Now, if the woman should say, I think it's fair, because I've been on a couple dates where I offered to like pay, right? I think it's also fair for the woman to say, oh, I don't mind paying this. Then if you insist as the man, then sure, pay for the whole thing. Subsequent dates, I think the same rule applies. Whoever invites whoever out, I don't think it should be a hard and fast rule for the man to always pay for it when he goes on a date. When people are married, that's a different case entirely. If the man feels like he wants to be great, I'm very ready to be spoiled and, you know, taken care of.
Yeah. So I think I agree with, you know, the person that
initiates the date.
Yeah, you're actually in. So I think there's a difference between, you know, we're talking, we should, you know, there's a way it's both your idea. Like,
oh yeah, oh, we should hang out. Yeah, we should hang out.
Yeah,
I get.
And there's the, oh, okay, I would love to take you out, and all of that. But I feel like you should always have a, what do they used
vex
to call
money.
It?
Always. Why are you going out to eat when you don't have money?
So just in case, because I mean, not even like maybe the guy is trying to be funny, but there are times where genuinely something could go wrong.
Yeah.
Something could go wrong with someone's. I think there was a time you wanted to pay for something online that your card was not working.
Yeah, so
and you had to call me.
My wonderful bank.
So like things just happen.
Yeah.
Like it might not even be that the guy is trying to be naughty. So just, I mean, be ready. If you're not really ready, just say, okay, well, maybe we should just go to McDonald's or something.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But yeah. And I think that I think like if when you actually are in a relationship, I think, I don't know. Is there really someone taking someone out? I mean, yeah, there will be some grand whatever, but I think most of the time that you go out is usually maybe you're walking around, you're out, and like, okay, I'm hungry, okay, yeah, where should we go? So there's
you not be angry if your man expects you. Like, first of all, why would he even do that? Expect you to just expect both of you to go Dutch. Do you get?
I don't know. I
think
don't
it
know.
can be like an anybody is paying situation.
Yeah.
Do you get? So,
yeah, like why you
exactly why we're going out as a couple and like, okay, please give us a separate bill.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
It's somehow
like, oh no, she has to pay for hers and then I'll pay.
It's
anybody can pay.
Yeah.
Whoever has more money should pay.
Yeah. And I feel like also just do you that's how I when this thing anytime is like actually on Twitter when they start like like
our wonderful Twitter,
please just do you
like,
it's whatever works.
There's
for
no
you.
hard and fast
and you can't enforce your I personally find it a bit I don't feel very comfortable if I go out to eat and I don't pay anything. It's just me and it doesn't make sense. I cannot even explain it. Like
even if you go out to your partner,
doesn't matter. Like I'm just eating. Maybe not someone I'm married to, but especially those early
when you are dating, yeah.
I just feel I'm not hungry. Please, I can pay for my own food. Maybe it's pride.
You say maybe.
But yeah, so I don't but I don't care to lord that how I feel over other people. Like if you believe that the guy should always pay, whatever, good luck. Just find a guy that doesn't mind always paying. It's not hard. This life is not hard.
Speaking of which, come and take me to dinner. Me, I don't mind not paying.
What do you wanna eat?
I wanna do fine dining.
Voila.
Please don't spoil me. Me, I don't mind eating somebody's money.
Okay. I need to learn that thing. I really need to learn it.
No, but I mean, there's always, especially, I feel you. Especially when I'm going out with a man, there's always that thing of no. And you see, it's not vex money, just vex money. It's vex anger, frustration, money. Like put everything together. We must never be caught on fresh.
Yeah.
And I also like it's just the right thing to do. Just you are going out to eat, take money.
Yeah.
Simple and short.
Yes. The last one I wanted to talk about, just on still kind of like eating out etiquette, is work dates, work lunch, work whatever. I think that
let me share my experience.
Okay, go ahead.
So one of my colleagues was like, "Hey, it's hot. Do you want to grab lunch?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So she came. She picked me up. She introduced me to this really nice deli. We went and it was time to pay. I was like, "No, like let me pay." I was like, "Oh my god. Like, my friend, you came to pick me up.
Yeah.
The right thing to do is for me to pay." Simple and short. And I paid. Like she was like, no. Like, honey, drop it. And we paid. And I paid. And they left. So I think anyone can offer to pay.
Yeah.
And I think what I did, seeing that she had come to pick me up for us to go grab lunch, it was just common sense for me to offer to pay. So I think the same common sense rule applies.
Yeah. So, but would you do the same thing if it was a boss? Because this is your colleague.
Oh, hold on. My boss pays. Anytime we go out, she pays for everybody. Although I didn't expect that the first time it happened.
So for that, when it's your boss, they actually have like they
have a budget. Yeah, exactly.
So
the first time I went with her, well, we're many, all of us at work.
Yeah.
And I said, you are paying, thank God. So it was nice, but I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
So like, oh, okay, that's cool. I like that. So I will not be skipping any work lunch. Yeah. Now, will you be angry if you don't pay?
No. So for work, it's different.
It's different
because it's work, right? Like, it's work.
But we are not even discussing work there. It's just like we all work together, but like we're friends.
Yeah, but the fact that I know that
they were expensive.
It's not a personal thing. Like if I now become friends with my boss
and you people go out,
I will go out. It's like, okay, maybe I will start feeling like, okay,
I get that.
But yeah, it's different. But like we're all at work and we're like, okay, let's go. Yeah, that's different. But what I wanted to also touch on is, I think that reading the room also applies to work lunch. Even you're not paying, so like there's no expectation for you to pay.
But don't go and order the biggest thing on the menu.
Try, especially if you're new or is your first work lunch or dinner or whatever. Don't try to wait and let other people order first. Like if you have to, you can start like with appetizer. Start with the small thing and then just try to gauge what everyone else is doing, because you also don't want to underdo and just be looking like, oh, who is this person, so that you don't make the other people feel like they are doing too much.
Yeah.
So try, especially when you are the new person, try to gauge what everyone else is doing. If you see that everyone is ordering a bottle of wine, my friend, go ahead.
I say if one person order one bottle of wine for themselves.
Yeah.
I do.
If you see that everyone is, I'm just giving an example.
I get,
like,
but I'm also thinking that people probably actually do that.
Oh, people do that. People do like one wine for one meal.
One person.
For one meal.
Yeah.
People do that.
Interesting.
So yeah. So that's just it.
Let your sense
emotional intelligence, people.
Let your sense lead you.
Emotional intelligence.
Yeah. Nice conversation.
Yeah.
Which is leaving me all hungry. I think I want to go grab something to eat.
Okay. But yeah, fine dining.
Oh yeah, don't take me to fine dining. Take me to ugly dining.
I'm not on seats for that one.
Take me to ugly dining.
Maybe when I blow.
Oh God, please God, do it for my sister. Have blow.
Yes.
Imagine praying for someone to blow so that I can eat their money. Pray for your blow. I pray for equal blow again.
Yay!
Make that money.
Yay!
Make that money. So you have vex money.
So that we can always do fine dining.
Exactly.
And lobster. I love seafood. I've been saying lobster all through this.
You have. That means we should go and eat.
I think I need to
and have some lobster.
All right, people. Thank you so much for listening,
listening,
watching up until this moment. We hope you've enjoyed it. Share some of your eating out etiquette with us. What do you do with your group of friends? What do you do in your relationship, marriage? Just, share your tips with us. I'm sure some other people will also love to read your comments. So leave your comments for us on YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Something Like Podcast. And we're also on social media at s_like_pod. That's Twitter and Instagram.
That's right.
And also, don't forget to follow us on Apple Podcasts and also Spotify. And don't forget to share. Share. Let your friends know. Don't listen to this alone. There's love in sharing. Yeah, and that's it for now. Until we see you the next time.
Don't forget to keep shining
as the light
that you are.
Bye.